Got some of that sesh butter on from MAAT'S fragrance. Smelling real good. About to start soon. Getting things together. We'll be starting shortly. I just gotta do a few things here. Quick. I want to give a shout out to my two brothers, Ani Ta'atin Tabuti, and Jason J. Kirkland, for picking up that sesh butter, getting some of that sesh butter. And if you want to check out their reviews, you can go over to my Facebook page, which is MAAT'S Fragrance. I only use it for business, so don't be up in the DMs hating or asking me questions that don't pertain to MAAT'S Fragrance and how you can pick up these great fragrance oils. Okay, everything looks good. So the title of tonight's broadcast is The Unfiltered Man is the Honest Man. Unfiltered man is the honest man. We're gonna get into that in a minute. Let me just go check on something. I'll be right back. I didn't realize I was on mute. I apologize for that. So before I had to go check on something, tonight's broadcast is going to be brief. It's not going to be long. My longer broadcasts right now are going to be Saturday mornings. So far, 11 a.m. is good, but that is subject to change. That's subject to change. But if I have time permits, if I have time during the week, I'd like to get out a couple broadcasts. And so we'll see how it goes. But tonight's broadcast is The Unfiltered Man is the Honest Man. The Unfiltered Man is the honest man. And why do I say that? Why do I say the unfiltered man is an honest man? Well, why am I sitting here in dark light? Because it's easy for me to hide, or it's easy for us to hide in the darkness. Oh, before I get to that, before I forget, I'm going to be taking some product photos soon. I have a new batch out, possibly next week. MAAT'S has so far two sizes that are selling, which is the 3.7 milliliter bottles and the 10 milliliter roller bottles. They're the common bottles you see. And I'm also adding, for now, it may just be a limited time, but I'm going to be adding a corked bottle. It's a 5 milliliter bottle. So I'm really excited for that. I will be making an ad for that, a commercial soon, and be broadcasting it possibly by next live stream next week, the long live stream for the Awakening playlist. If you haven't gotten over to the Awakening playlist, go check it out. The first time I broadcasted was from the Awakening playlist, and it was really a tester broadcast because I'm using a new program I'm not really familiar with called Prism Live. And the more I learn about this program, the more it is fire. It is a dope program. It's free. It's open source. It's similar to the popular OBS, just a lot lighter on the CPU. I'm using a good laptop, so even if you're not using a decent laptop, it won't be hard on the CPU. I get about, during the live stream, the highest it goes is about 20%. Where OBS had me up near the hundreds. Okay, what else was I going to say? Oh yeah, so I'm also going to be showing you our shipping process because it's unique. And I got a package going out to my brother tomorrow here. And for small orders, it'll be a bubble wrapped package to protect those fine, sensual, great smelling oils. And the larger packages, I have an actual gift box to send out to you. Each shipment comes with your own unique utterance. An utterance, for those of you that don't know much about ancient Egypt or the hieroglyphic language, it's a very powerful message that is sent out with your oils that can actually assist you during your daily endeavors while you're wearing the MAAT'S fragrance on your body. So it's basically I'm sending out words of positive words of encouragement, strength, reciprocity, things to resonate within you and to fulfill the desires that you have within you so that you can get what you want out of this life we're in. So yeah, our shipping process is very unique. Before I ship out any oils to anybody, first has my own utterance set over them and imbued with my energy that I asked from goddesses and gods to bring forth into this light, into this world through our consciousness. And for those of you that aren't ready to get that deep, that is okay. That is all right, because I decided to start this channel here. I am MAAT'S. I'm your host. I decided to start this channel here, renewed, rebirthed, reinvented, resurrected. I decided to try something new. I decided to try to reach people that really aren't into the knowledge, into information, but they're more into the aesthetics, they're more into the material appearance, and also to reach those of you that are into the information, the knowledge, and the consciousness, and to bring both together as one, because together we are more powerful than we are disunited or alone. So many of you will come now, many will come in the future, and you may not like my style, you may not like my tone of voice, you may not like the words I say, but one thing that is for sure, as I said, I am MAAT'S. Ma'at was a deity, a goddess in ancient, what's now called ancient Egypt. They called it Kemet. The people that lived during that time called it Kemet. And Ma'at was everything to those people. She was the embodiment of their standards, of what we call today boundaries. This is what these people live by. This is what I live by today. And one of the attributes of Ma'at is to be honest, not only with others, but with yourself. Because if I can't be honest with myself first, then I can't be honest with you. So literally, within my name, Ma'at means I'm here to represent the truth and nothing more. Even at the expense of my own life, I am here to represent truth. So, why am I sitting here in the dark? Because it's easy to hide in the dark. Dark right now is covering most of my features, and darkness makes people comfortable at times. Our thoughts are hidden in the dark too. Our thoughts are hidden in the dark. Our secrets are also in the dark too. Our secrets are also in the dark. And it's easy to keep them there, to keep them hidden, to keep them dormant, and to forget about them. Until one day they creep back up and you have to deal with them. And you have to look in that mirror and assess yourself and make sure that who you're looking at is really who you are and who you want to be. And in my experience, many people aren't ready to go that deep. There's always some sort of mask that has to be put on the person to be able to function, to belong. Well, if you're like me and you're listening, I've never felt like I belonged. Even as a child, I never felt like I belonged. I felt like I was alone. And I felt like the world that I was born into just didn't make any sense. And this is me as a young child. So I came out of the womb asking my mother plenty of questions. So much so that she would tell me she didn't have any answers to go ask the quote-unquote experts. Well, who were the experts? The experts were the pastor, the reverend, the priest, the religious folk, right? Religious folk. And if those of you that are listening are into religion, that's fine. I'm not here to condemn or to knock what anybody believes in. That is not my job here. My job is just to assess myself and to share with you what worked with me, and for you to utilize that if you would like in your own personal way, because we all have different personalities. We're all unique. And if we try to carbon copy or imitate anybody to a T, you're going to fail. Believe me, I have tried. So she couldn't answer any questions, and I would go to these religious people, and again, they couldn't answer questions either. So what happens is you end up going through this matrix, this world, just floating around, gravitating to whatever sounds good, whoever's got the best personality, whoever talks great. And we assume that this person is somebody that is knowledgeable. And they're not. And that's a big, big handicap. Because that tickling of the ear, as I remember when I was in religion, tickling of the ear is very comfortable. Feels very comfortable. And what I'm here to talk about tonight is the unfiltered man. The unfiltered man. The unfiltered man. 1 second. Let me check something here. 1 second. Let me see if I can shut this kid. Let's see how that looks. Okay, that looks better. Yeah, so the unfiltered man is the man that appears to be uncontrollable with the way he speaks, because he's saying all this off the wall things, topics, phrases, whatever you want to call it. He's unfiltered. The person is truly unfiltered, to the point where it could be embarrassing at times to be around a person like that, especially those of us that are more reserved, more conservative with our thoughts and the way we act around other people, especially in public. The filtered man is not worried about any of that. The filtered man is truly a man that's not afraid to be alone. The filtered man, when I say man, I mean person, I mean a female too. But when I share these videos with you, they're coming from my experience. So obviously I'm not a female, so I'm going to use a man. So the filtered man is someone that's working on themselves constantly, knowing that they are growing constantly and they are a work of art. Art means to develop, to create, that you are a creation developing constantly day to day. And I just told someone today that there is no such thing as right or wrong. There isn't. This is another construct that's made up when we are born to throw us into this feedback loop of depression, desperation, weakness, condemnation, so on and so forth. It's a mind controlling program that we're born into this society that tells us that one perspective is right and the other perspective is wrong. And if you follow the wrong perspective, that you personally are wrong too. And this is a huge BS thing to say to somebody. Just because I don't understand somebody else's perspective doesn't mean that they're wrong or right. It just is. That's just what the person's experiencing at that particular time. That's what it is. And it's okay, you know. Now, did I know this growing up? Absolutely not. No. This came from years and years of experience of falling down and getting back up, falling down and getting back up, falling down some more and getting back up, and then finally realizing that that this whole mindset of thinking what's right and wrong is again a form of obedient control, and I'm going to get into that in the future. This word of obedience, because if you're not obeying yourself, you're in big trouble. You really are. You're definitely controlled. And I didn't want to be controlled anymore. I was tired of being controlled. And when I began working on myself, I knew that I had to surrender to myself. Meaning I knew I had to just, hey man, pull all the filters off, aka the masks, pull all that off, get butt naked, right? To use it metaphorically, get butt naked, look at yourself in the mirror, and judge yourself, man. Be honest. Be honest with yourself. Look at yourself in the mirror. Do I have a pot belly or can I see my abs? Do I have skinny arms or do I have big bulging muscular biceps? Did I shave recently or do I have some stubble, some beard stubble? I mean, just get honest with yourself. Look at yourself in the mirror and get honest. It's such a freeing, liberating feeling. Because I noticed that times when I wasn't honest with myself, I ended up not only hurting myself, but hurting others in the process. Now, being honest or being unfiltered, you are going to hurt people. But that's not your problem. The problem is when you're being dishonest with yourself and then you go and interact with other people, assuming that you can help these people, and you ruin their lives. So today, I teach a few people, and most people that I interact with during the course of my day, I'm very careful. I'm actually projecting myself. I'm aware of what I'm saying to the person while I'm speaking to them when I interact with them. So imagine two people are in a room, one person is talking, and the other person is looking at the person talking, observing it. That's what's going on within my consciousness now. This takes time to train yourself to do this. Because I realize that everything that comes out of my mouth is affecting somebody else and affecting their life. And if I'm truly here to help people, which that is my motivation for this, then I will be very careful when I'm speaking to everyone. Now, can you do this all the time? Not in my experience, no, because that's where emotions come into play. Sometimes we get emotional and we forget to be observant of what we're saying to the other person. But most of the time you can do it. And here's the thing. To those of you out there that are teaching other people, whatever it is, I don't care if it's about ancient Egypt, I don't care if it's about football, I don't care if it's about crocheting, whatever it is, whatever it is, if you are lying to yourself at any point, you are lying to the person you are teaching or talking to. Don't sit up here and create a channel Don't sit up here and create a channel and not teach people the truth. Unless it is your objective and it's stated publicly that you are here to mislead people. I don't have a problem with that. So if the person gets up here, creates a YouTube channel, and says, hey, I'm going to create a channel about whatever it is. It could be anything. There's people watching your channel and they know the truth about what the topic is you're speaking on. And you tell them from the beginning of creating your channel that I'm up here to deceive you, I'm up here to manipulate you, I'm up here to possibly take money from you, all based on me not giving you the entire truth of what I know, then I don't have a problem with that. Because that in itself, you're being truthful. The problem is you get people that come on here and they're not doing that. They're up here, whether it's for popularity, whether it's to not be alone, whether it's to feel good, whether it's to get money, whatever it is, state it. But people aren't doing that. There's people on here that make a living off of talking about other people's channels. And they state that. That's fine. That's honest. Don't have a problem with that. Then you have people up here that talk about other people and they didn't start their channel that way. I got a problem with that. And nor during the transition to where they are at now from where they were in the beginning did they state, hey, I reinvented my channel. I'm in a transitional period. Now I want to talk about other people's channels and talk about other people and make money at the same time. So I know some of my subscribers are going to fall off. But those of you that stay, I welcome you and I thank you and thank you for your support. I got no problem with that. The problem is that doesn't occur. Now, does that go through the person's consciousness? I have no idea. I can't speculate on that. All I'm saying is that if you're representing a certain culture, or if you're representing anything, it could be any topic, you are not speaking about that topic truthfully, and you have not stated that to the public that you're going to be deceitful, then to me, you are a piece of shit. And I know those of you don't like cursing, but sometimes I do, and sometimes it's used for emphasis. Just, that's how it is with me. That is the truth. Believe I've calmed down from how I was back in 20-some years ago. Calmed down a lot. But the point I'm making is this. I started MAAT'S Last Word to share from ancient Egypt, to share about what's called spirituality, to share about self-improvement, to share about relationships, especially with yourself, to share about many different things. Just go to my channel, the About section, and you can read it. And I also emphasize I'm here to make money. This is about business for me. So if I do this for a while and it's not going anywhere, I have no problem shutting this down. I'm not going to switch and do something else that I didn't state from the beginning. If I do anything like that, I will start all over again, like I've done with this channel, and state my intentions. And that's the problem. That's the problem. But let's get back to the topic. The unfiltered man is the honest man. And why is he the honest man? Because he's getting honest with himself every day. I'm not saying that he's doing it all throughout the day. I'm not saying that he doesn't make mistakes, because he does. You will. But he doesn't stop. See, there's a difference between making a mistake, getting self-pity, or getting down, or getting depressed, and then just saying, F it, forget about it. There's a difference between that person and a person that says, you know what, I'll do this as many times as it takes. I don't care if it takes 100 times, 1,000 times, 10,000 times, 100,000 times, 1,000,000 times. I am going to keep at this because I am a work in progress. I am growing, and I will not stop as long as I'm in the physical flesh. And if you know about ancient Egypt, even when you're outside of flesh, I will keep going for eternity. Because life is about advancement, it's about progress. So the unfiltered man isn't a man that thinks he's complete, that thinks he's grown. No, an unfiltered man is a man that's looking in the mirror daily, making mistakes, but yet looking in the mirror and owning up to his mistakes and saying, hey, I'm here to blame, and let me state that. And I'm going to speak to the quote-unquote black men in our society right now. And I'm going to say to you, we are some of the most dishonest people on the planet right now. And we didn't start out that way. I know it was due to trauma and all types of other things, but I'm not here to be a victim anymore. Neither should you. One of the major problems with us is we're dishonest. We're dishonest people. We do a lot of talking, but we don't take any action. Therefore, we always get jammed up because of it. It doesn't matter how much information I retain or take in, if I am not putting forth the action, if I'm not living it, it is for nothing. It is nothing. And I know because I experienced it. I used to be in religions from Christianity to Hebrew Israelites, and I had a lot of knowledge in the Bible and in books. But when it came time to take action, I was unwilling to do it, especially if I failed at it. Yeah, especially if I failed at it. And this is why, me personally, I pulled away from religions. One of the reasons was that they demonize subconsciously and consciously within their literature. They condemn what is a part of nature. It's the main key ingredient in nature that you can't remove. You remove that, you remove me, you remove you, you remove everything. That is sex. They whether it's consciously or subconsciously, they remove that. So what happened? So when I was in the Hebrew Israelites, a lot of brothers had mates, multiple mates, but I knew a lot of brothers in the Hebrew Israelites, for those of you that don't know, are a group of men and women, mostly from the brown and black cultures. There's no white cultures. There's usually not whites in the Hebrew Israelites. It's mostly blacks, brown people. And an ongoing secret is the forbidden fruit. What is the forbidden fruit? It's the white woman. The black man's kryptonite. The black man's kryptonite. And instead of just saying, yeah, I'm attracted to white women, and I'm a Hebrew Israelite, what do? You try to keep it a secret. And I'm not saying everybody's doing that, but there's those of you that are watching me now who kept it a secret and may still be keeping it a secret. And this is not an unfiltered man, and therefore this is not an honest man. This is a little bitch, excuse me, punk, and a coward. Why do I say this? Because I was that. I was those things. And I'm not ashamed to say it, even live on camera. There was a time where I was a little bitch, excuse me, cover the children's ears if they're listening, punk and a coward. I'm not afraid to say that or ashamed to say that because that's not who I am today. Because I put in the hard work and I am still growing and I continue to put in the work. And I'm honest with myself. But if you're not honest with yourself, then that stuff is going to come out. And then the public's going to find out. And that's not what you want because you've kept it a secret. Now, I'm not saying that, okay, to be an unfiltered man, you got to run out there and share all your secrets. No, for one, you have to remember that most people really don't give an F about what you think about or say. I'm just being honest. Most people really don't care. People got things going on in their own lives, especially if they're busy. People got things going on in their own lives that they really don't have time for what you think or have to say, unless it's important. If you're a man and you're busy and you have things going on in your life, talking should be less, doing should be more. I'm gonna say that again. If you're a man and you're over the age of 18, so 18 and up, and I'm just using those numbers because that's what society I'm in. I'm in the USA, and they say a man is at 18. We know that's not true, but I'm just using that for an example. If you're a man and you're busy, you only have time to talk when it's important. You're not into chitter-chattering, gossiping, talking about others behind their back or in front of them. You're not creating channels based on this. That's why you're not making any money. That's why, because you're perpetuating a fraud. You're not being honest. The people can see it. And you're not making any money because the people can see right through you. You're fake. I'm telling you, if you just came out and said, hey, I'm a gossiping, I like to gossip, I like to talk about people behind their back. If you just said that, that's who you are, then you may start to get what you want. But if you're a man, and this is real talk, if you're a busy man, you don't have time to talk about other men. Especially before talking with them one-on-one. It's just, that's a coward's move. So, the unfiltered man is an honest man. An unfiltered man says the truth when it has to be said. He does not hold back to the other person's feelings when he knows that if he doesn't bring the truth, the chaos is still going to reign. It's still going to have a chance to go unimpeded or unchallenged. Okay? So growing up when I was young, now how I like to teach is I like to show people both sides. So the choice is up to you. And this is how I teach my students. This is how I teach my clients, that I'm going to give you I'm not just going to be totally biased. I'm going to give you two sides, two perspectives, two experiences, and you make the choice. So growing up, or let me use a better term, when I was younger, which I'm still young now, but when I was in my 20s and 30s, I was an unfiltered man, but I didn't have any control. I didn't have any discipline. I didn't have any consistency. So the unfiltered man wasn't able to be honest. So just because you're unfiltered with your thoughts and your speech doesn't mean that you're honest, see? That part is hidden, like tonight's broadcast, me sitting here in the darkness. See, in order to be the unfiltered man, an honest man, you need to learn how to be the disciplined man, the consistent man. With yourself. What are you doing right now? What are you thinking right now? What are you working on right now within yourself that you want to change and you keep putting it off? Or you just keep failing. You keep failing. You keep failing. And therefore you put it off. Listen, I fail every day. I don't put it off. I realize this is the refining process within me. This is how I keep growing, advancing, progressing. Now, you may not be into that, and that's okay too. This broadcast is not for you. Click it off, shut it down, pass on. This is for those that want to learn how to grow, to advance and progress in their life. And those of you that are already on that journey, I commend you. And I hope what I say now helps you as well. I don't filter my thoughts anymore, other than observing them and keeping the ones that I know are going to benefit me. And I only know they're going to benefit me through memories and experience. Memories and experience. Memories and experiences. Think of a time loop. It's memories and experience. Memories and experience over and over and over again. Yeah. I only know this because of the time that I put in, the money that I put in, the effort I put in to change. I wouldn't know what to do if I didn't do that first. Some of you call that a risk. There's no such thing as risk. There's only growth. Either you're growing or you're not. Simple as that. So I'm going to wrap this up right now. The Unfiltered Man is the honest man. I hope you liked it. I hope I brought some more wisdom to you. I'm going to be going live Saturday morning, so stay tuned for that. If you want to support me or purchase some oils, go to the email in the description below, or you can call our business line. You can also send support to Cash App, to not PayPal, I hate PayPal, to Cash App and Venmo, or just email me and ask me how you can support me, and I will definitely let you know. But yes, before I go, just remember, being unfiltered is nothing negative. It doesn't mean you're out there sharing your secrets, sharing all your thoughts, because you're not going to be able to do that even if you try. You'll still hold back somehow, some way. I even hold back at times. But what it will do is, when you're alone, when it's time to go to sleep, or when you're just alone with yourself and it's quiet, those voices will die down in your head. And the voices that come will be ones that will be there to support you and benefit you. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll be back soon. Peace.